so wakobi enem na sebedwani ma omanfo ye owo okreaba to mpeso aso ena busua ye ni no esi adwa ewo fia sei na yahwese asoye no amampani de ne to ano asoye we eba ye ne woni ebekan wonsem ena asoye we nti owie na adwuma ade ebio no obeye eti yetete regions ni wi na ese wawie na adwuma na ena ye behwe se wonmunyamfo Dankwaku Botwe wawie na adwuma nti asoye no ye gu no wa na eto aso ebia wubehu se ahweye no enya ahweye a ye wie ye adwuma eya ahweye a ye to aso adwuma a wo ye ne honom ene ne constituency adwuma ye ekoso wo honom wunim se ye ka abato so ni mu nsem a abato ni mu nsem sanka papa wa ma yesa MPP mu no wo na MPP na general secretary ni ne ewo mu a enka woni e ka se o abato no predict e be konse ye be konko be ka ho eti abusua na yesi adwa no ya nimra se badwani ma okraba trompeso aso ma me fa constituency ne first e bize okrefo be ka tro se ye ne to aba ne ye den ko mra se badwani since 2008 ye ne ye den no akọ en wadi a betro sabre eti enne ya busua yesi adwa ya ne won munyamfo Dankwaku Botwe na wutie ye e wo US abrochimamu a Fire One Radio so eni Adom dendende Abawa Radio e wo UK any affiliate stations awuru aka fadwade bia nyina da Adom live asempa 94.7 FM nkran ya abusua bu GB everywhere eti me se anwumre yi wadwen kire na asembisa bia no wo de fa bi fa Adom 106.3 FM yamfa sedama Franco Trading Enterprise edmako ba ko di kind mobile phones ndi ye ba Ghana mobile phones are na enye fake mobile phones as ye catch or say your original na your original ye Franco Trading Enterprise na de ba ye na Ghana for so hwe ye no wagi tunwo da bia na ye de nioma foforo ba computer so ba ye eno so dem na nei Franco TV eno so abadwa so eti ukona so wuto TV ye bisa Franco TV emu obi a na ada wo se na TV we Ghana ni no akọ ene ya hyeda ye ne yedi ndian toso asem bi aba ho a wote ye asem kura de bi ma ho eti Franco TV ene ne wo so no efene wo so ne yedie abusua se wo hwehwe wachi akwan a wo ko Facebook adwadie ne bi wo ho Franco Trading Enterprise 100,000 likes na chese what de eno no woni wo digwa chese how bi eni achi adwuma yi na ebo ye chidom na anwumre ye digwumade ebromi producers so meda wase listo wo kwadwofojo abednago asante asiedu kwam kulenu Frank Milovan echechi na Facebook live James Town Jeko na dia tum abusua frame ABY mejo so yensi adwa na eniema enko animu tentem so abusua mamema Honorable Dankwaku Botwe akwaba na anwumre yi medican ede ato wanim se ye behwe asoye amampani ede ne to ano adwuma wo baaye waye eniema ekoso ewo honom okrabato mpeso asoso ye bewura mu na fei ya hwe eniema ekoso ewo constituency honom ne enti anwumre yesi adwa yasem tiawa ono abo akwaba
ejo so aba
boko de
ya Adom boko
ye danyame ase papa ahoden ewom
pa
oh utimi ya bo spray wo baby isro
awadi umpa
me jidi yesese no sane awu bisa wunyi yi e say wohu ne ede yade ne ba okura de say wohu mu chen ye ne ye tie akiri
exactly
wo kobi abakane na say ehu wom ye nyina ne ye hu wo so ba say ye tie ase ehu mu no asen kakran eti se ne wo kan ahoden na ba na anu ye se ma hye esi mu ha se me hwene bo obi hu nu abisa na se ye twetwe na mso no eti eze da wa hwe ya obi abo suspect na Honorable ne wo fa mu ye bekọ ya sempa so ye bo ya ye die so no se ne asa amanfo etoda na ebo wo hu ne sa ne ma no wo de wa fa mu kakra sai na niema tie
medwase becha wadwuma fo no atiefo nyina ya ba ha che kakra edwase se na misma be piase kre nyame Adom ya wa hoden ya de ba ye di nyina ya bo hu dawura ama obia at se de esiko kre se your different systems, your body systems they are different. Ebi benya obi okwa wanya kwan so o me na we peka so ya de that's ye nya bi o na am say ya
recover so ya
ebi so de call very bad different ways yen nyame ye nya bi nyame adom yetime free maba etina me ka say be ba for na me ka chen ko say well adofo ka say bompa ya ma na nyame adaroma broni be say supplications and I say if I want be ko erade na ready tie na say we you free ma and I said adema erade but ekwan bi so no utitia na hu de course na am say na ye de na kakra but it be serious it be very serious ya wo ho no o here o ma ambulance on beba na is the oxygen si o mo so any bebre say make no a different people see a body na right
obia ne na nipadua no
na utietie wudi nkoma obia ntimi nkai ekwan ya fa so obu o ha wuti ka say be ko fancy we I suspect say ho na me fie obu on so a ntimi nkire ne me ntimi nkire but ekwan ya fa so
if you say wo say wo pie no o sho wo see e pa
about but the baby everybody behwe no ye film no ya de na asem everybody but it's important say be say da so ho ekwan bi so no bibrem ha na se ye krom ha no wo hwa ya de na efofro me ne doctor for din komo o me come so say well ade na efofro ye nyina ye kenkan ye sua ye boy homode be ye nyintum say ade a ensi da esesa kakra enti wontimi ntirman pa bibiri ase say wo hwe abruchima mu a se na ye hu say as a second way because essence obi bibi say akọ lockdown bi enso ye so ye hade ase efamu na eko adentia omo asabio omo wo nimdie wonema bibiri ho omo wo enema committee na bom ho eban mo omo mo are suffering se kwa na say omo hu kwa omo fa so na ye mu na bianka yen niama ye wono bibiri no ente so mo de ye mu de no eba fam ewo bibiri mu ha nyina ekwan bi so no well like the front to be a but as is a good management so can leadership so can
good management can
and the city so a man for so yema aban hye no so no eboa yen benemu de me te de o kana say ma yem fa ne say nipa bebre nhwe o mo kwante say abrochire ana ye ntese yade ne koso bebre because on na na so a utim sa say binum po enyi ni say yade da so ho
na no interviewer yeah with programmer wo Adom TV COVID-19 matters arise you be the okay say mpanimfo ne share that kan ye de kwaji sika wa abrofo no ho wahu enti na eche say obi si amede manhu obi a onya bi manhu obi a owu ye eti na ma ase still na bi mu anye ani
yes be wo ha na say obi busua ne bi wudi a on the ohu na eni kwan say ebasa so hwe ya abruchire kra pa ya se be ya abruchire do stage na omo ewu ni ye dom dimba TV so and ye dom nimba TV so when we hwe na TV so yes we ewu ni a publish because I say they believe say they should have shock treatment ndan confirm say I don't no crow nti wo ha ne bia obi a wagidi bi wudi a na I say but even there kwa na wutim say utiam so as akoye mpanfo bi ya de but
who did this Ghana hanke do sa stage ne say ye nipa na ewu no ye ma manfo hu ye mfa din ni bi ntudwa ke no so beboa ma manfo ade adi say ade na wo ho
well fortunately for us jamiada roma ankosuru bebre until you begin to say na ankosuru bebre no akofam therefore maybe that approach will not have been necessary because without that no abafam and they say kwa say maybe I'm also guilty because they mean to be in control. The latest statistics are here.
The last time na yanam jama 430 or so.
Okay.
500 cry in root saying.
And I want to say bibi boni bibi AC. So in a way, it's a balance. But at the end of the day, dear you don't know. You per se a beba from a benya kwan ko bia enyebi ana obi anhwene kwa ewum. But still it's important say because ahwe na oma yebo ho ba ne ka mesa ye ni so
na chesa wo de no kra de na mu anya din bebre sa ne amanfo be hunehuna ye ma ye ho so ye ni asie na
Nyamiadom anya sakura. Nyamiadom anya sakura. Like I'm saying, Sebi, utikwa yo ya naka ubitina owa yefishia no bompa so asedana ne demanya.
And you dey no call hospital no mo test na hu ye.
Yes.
Okay.
Before that now I didn't know say it is.
Okay.
Fortunately, Nyamiadom anya as frightening as it could be. Yamishia na knows baby bet. Nyamiadom it me FM. But a foot on there say said a bruche baby no omu na ebikwampo epeso call lockdown. Ebilimunya ayemhyehyɛ ebilimunya bie ne ade no mayem father sir because you can never tell. You can never tell. Nti yenkoso bebre na feel say sitimi etintima kosi afia banum kakra no a ebia na fedi nkrimdie na aba. Nti so yenhye mask no protocols na ye kan ye use sanitizer yen hrensa no message say yenkoso ne yenye. Ehia say nipa bebre because let's face it, it's difficult to say, but se meme hu nipa ba ku a whether 1 million wo baby or not no meme hu nipa afim ebia eba ha me you don't need so many numbers and sana yabum there be ba ko nipa ba ko afim a is bad enough nti yen na yen hwe na yemoye ho ba
yo yada say honorable abusia ye ne osoafo ya bohwe omayi eye asoefoforo ya tete ho ntoto ye nyina opani ene da no hwe se enema ebetumi akoso wo de se ope ebrofo no ni ministry ya bowo a na che se tiawa regional reorganization and development minister Yordano Munyamfo Dan Kweku Botwe okre mrashebedwani ene ene no esi adwa anwumre ewo bani ni sujumedie so onobo yenhwe constituency afi prime minister ekoso yehu ni esisi ye since 2008 uru parliament emadodo awunya ya wudi ewuramu ene nneyi pempenso awugina wonko ya wako emprenan so ena wudi kwei constituency tesen
yami adorma wabi say michia be conscious fu nyina yempanyimfo a ho na nanom ahima ne asofo ene yempanyimfo ho nyina mrante ne mabara nyina ewo support from kwa omdema me as a person ene me ekuwa midi animo ene constituency executive in DC omnyina ebo mabasopa we mentanka ho asem but it's important say so person who the history of Okrepa from 92 do be anim say ya boycott elections
MPP for na monka ho
96 yes ya ko 2000 MPP winning Okre 2000 you winning by 9 votes single 9 and me offer I waited do DPT honorable for the Toby single 9 2000 the year 2000
sabe braso de do
yes popularly known as Await yes and the call ana President Kofo time 2004 yes I win here konanim I say 4,000 votes or so akwa say Nyamin Chadie 2016 enam adwuma yakoso ayeye ne representation iguso de ma yemanfo no yakoso asese no you can say o can save seats in for MPP in Eastern region Okreka ho because we have 70% of the votes in the last election. Yes we won with a margin of almost 10,000. Yes.
Yeah, with 16,000 and over.
Yes, almost 10,000. Exactly. Until you can see, say, from single 9 difference to almost 10,000 difference. Just say, kakra no, okay, iguso. And then in the percentage terms, we win about 70%. When you win 70% of votes cast, let's say oko winning, and we are aiming of going very high this year.
And to share bra would you run my shebedrum sabre no would the votes be 11,000 and over in a room honorable.
Yeah.
And gradually 16,000. The last one you know. It you say mo anam dem bro free parliament oba ye wo appreciate
exactly
nkakra ekọ animu
exactly
na unse etoda na mokọ a wo bekọ ba ku bekọ mienu bekọ miensa na nipa no e wo constituency ho no wo ho fono won etoda kura ne e kan se mokọ aya ne mokọ aba minim kran ne nemtia no na chese obi nkomo obi mra enye sa wono abo
yes
nti as a performance no kura de nipa ni nkoho wo mpre na yi no wo ho fono nipa no if say unse mo beko prime minister na yes so ebi mo beko yem contest yo mo na say twitwitwi kakra bia na constituency was senate
say fortunately for me maybe parliamentary candidate na my Adom party equates kakra 80 na ya preside over many of settings in what goes on and maybe your democracy you go so economy enyini bebre ya Ghana for ya de pa but we should position the discussion in this way what the constitution you want say president say we ni padudo bi fi parliament so we na no be ministers at least 50%. Yes sir.
Yeah.
Party no so won kwan say a sponsor candidates na say constitution national constitution share Mr. President can say who ye ministers say at least 50% every parliament president bias person be ministers every the party for parliament 50% just say okwa no akoyi kakra fie ndi so kakra fie people no you want to take omunyina from party
asa ba ko na se mienu bi na
ne bo answer wa bi na sa ayesa
Moses Dani ba mo abren so honum no
yes it after so hwa no aka say say if I was Mr. President, or ye 50% of an administrative parliament there. Shouldn't the party be concerned about the Nipana Eco Parliament? It should. It's attached what channel public discussions, Namun Central for Namu card, Namu say, other Namu say. Say, what's that party equates there? Now we're showing in a very broader perspective. It should be a matter of concern as to when there's a parliament. And as a parliament and so more parliament, more central for parliamentary press corps near there. Over parliament, we are here committees. We are seeing in Nigeria a parliament, human pan committees, a human SCA. Except Oken Kanyama, a sort of Tinema, a sort of contributions, a sort of shape opinion, decisions, our parliament. Now, society there. Committees be bring all parliament na away agree economy finance communication obi abekono should not be a matter of any part sabe ye dwehwe kan ne ka se ye yi ni pebia ko parliament se ekwa committee be bring wo no we bekwa ha nti ese nye ni pebia mo basic nimdie bi kakra no mako obi beka so na so obi akọ obesua but like football ne ade no will you want to start with your team for be a fair no besua na so bi okwa o nim die bitima aboa na bi watwe o ma eba na kura when me ne be bria as a party no e so odweno
na se ya kase ye bekọ ne sa so de a honorable ani say anhwe yi a constitution no requirement e wo say obi nya ansa na wawura parliament no eno so wo ho no
for ankrankre bia
wo ho for ankrankre bia but you are talking of the party say
exactly.
E was a party ni hwe bibi ansa.
Going to parliament is a fundamental human right. Constitution dia mu bia obi atimeko.
Yes.
Be going to parliament through a party any fundamental human right.
But what is say honorable constitution no ne mra kese no a say ye momo constitution no say ye ne momo pe as a political party e wo se ni nyina no ene mra kuni no ko
in the sense say party bia to the party o ka say ye die gidie ni akwai say heaven ebi kwa so le nyesa oko Pentecost ye ko bo wasu a ye de o se nsuom nyesa esotenemu ni abo wasu oba meme ba se presbya ye de oba asodam ne de nsu agu apempem nyesa okay ye nyina ye som yakopon but ultimate ka jam say media maba presby na chencha mo pega me fa nkwohye esotenemu because also ye nyame ba no All right. But yen say na say na ye de. Won so wugidie na obaso o ye ne say dia. Aso we so okọ na kwa ye say. Wuti maka say meni gidie ni na maba ha say enya mugidie but ye sharp secretary amanye sa. Dabi. Obi atibiti party. And out to be quite independent. So say that would the can say what independent as Obi atibiti call as independent. Obi an see quite. Name say ye party. Nyaka say party a yati no. A quiet fast ye name say na management my say party based on your GDA. Nyaka say I wish I could make some outrageous example. So yaka say obia obeba party obe say ni say na so ye eno anu. Into oba nyaka say this a kwan when you say faso near the eno na say ye enforce so opa which we join to opa oka say the baby copper to na me kwateme there. But once we have a pattern, we should be able to care. Say no. You be say. But constitution is just say. The obey be an say democratic means. What you say?
And me doing what some walk and who say was say ye shench say ye one rache bedroom. Ye head committee say what honomo. Now ye say nipa no be na at least anya we no e wo say committee ba obi or parliament bi oni a committee ba ko de owo ti ba bia be kono e wo so tumi make contribution wo me gidi say ne wo kan kosie ni and na constitution no so say nipa no enwe ni certificate anamboa constitution no say giso we university and say giso we bibi ansa na e bia wa parliament enu animu sa
well menka education the me can say e wo say yetimi hu nipa ye de mo call na adwuma mo call ya maye. Let's face it, we as a party MPP and a year filing, we are sure that all parties are filing in 275 constituencies. No. Say what 275 constituencies. Do you just a party be going to be a further candidate in all the 275? Many is MPP decided to say in this election 2020 elections we shall field only 100 candidates. And obedient means so if MPP decides that to this 2020 elections, they will not field a candidate in Okre, which is a matter my home will be. It's a party. You see, you're for the candidate to Okre. What can you do? You can't do anything. That's what I'm trying to also let you understand. Say the two me party in this war. Yes, because say you're for the presidential candidate. Obedient means there are parties who would not field presidential candidate in this election. There are some parties who offer presidential candidate will fill about only 5 or 10 parliamentary seats. And to me, I say, me person join party SYZ. Now, I didn't say, Mama Fredo, okay. You can't force the party to do that. And now, what you should also do to say is the party sponsor candidates.
Party need to sponsor candidates.
Me file me nomination or china. General Secretary or National Chairman of the party, Bema letter say, party no sponsor me. And Nuntina, Mijama MPP. But I'm a candidate as a person, form our feeling. Won't feel it. A party symbol be any form. So, letter commission for you download. Party be a symbol. So, the entire chess Mijama MPP say, General Secretary the letter, I told to say, me.
Party sponsor.
Exactly. So we should always make a difference. You don't file as a party person. No. Or file as a candidate. Now, or file we are. Or fail form. Now, or party. Letter better say, whoa, yeah, the colors of the party. The beautiful red, white, blue, no, with the elephant, no, tawich. That's the difference. So we should always be careful at that. Now, once I will just have 2 minutes, I just say, party no so want to say it. And so you can say, he say, you say. But what we should understand is say, the first say, oh, quiet vetting. Now, what do you be called? Now, finally, a bass, a mraman who can so call. It affects the party. When I was General Secretary, there was a constituency. Nipano, rumors about say, Akwe, as when you're one. NDC for you, or more ye be. So, as this were, or my Lusu Prime Minister, no more cancer fan, when you're Korean, and yes, and this report by unfortunately, Your intelligence and man yet a papa. Yamanef or by T-shirts or by a motor pro by far motor barco or by a posters. Now, say you be quick woman or Zabe Fabim. Ye further say, we say be close to Friday. Example, this year. I said that year and Tremube Tuesday. Ye footy we now, your close nomination. 3 days. That's what difficult to end this.
Sometimes in a party, no, at the letter to so say,
was with Jai. Uncle Pim, obey. So you see, electoral commission a close nomination. So what will the party do? We have lost that seat no before even going. Sanka, BBC they can't say. Sakwa will say even though Wako Prime Square on the official candidate. Na bibi ayatintin ya twena san ya. Kabata, you are democratic. And I'm yes sir. Bet Okoria Ojaye 2 days after no. What happened? The whole party lost. So you see, there's always a balance. Yes, party should respect the constitution because you say the internal workings of the party should follow democratic principles. And correct. But party should also assess its candidates. On behalf of party the principles and the party should have a strategy. We should have an idea. Your question, way there be a trouble, will be free northeast within the constituency in the town when see a friend population in any partner a 20% as at this time, if will be free central portion no a party should have the liberty to do that analysis. Na
no akwabane sa na democracy no ye adwuma.
Exactly.
Party no say ha say no ye hwa nipa say ne de no ko ebeboaye e bia na nipa so e wo constituency won so mu ne say there be Dan Kweku Botwe ne yepe no onno ne yepe se yeto aba ne ma no party no so say yeso yetena se study ye say ne hu no na fe ye impose nipa no.
It depends on Nipano say. How do you determine Nipano say? On my free radio station, or my team day, so we ben our car into our car said you be more can
say independent candidates be brave PM after primaries. Now do one report on Mode Bane say ya mama nko nanka me pese me ko ebi so de ne say ye call ye no eniema mu ana honomo enti mateme ho eno no
it doesn't make them right. The first one more kasa na say omo you right. And say e ka say yamawa nko the party constitution say national executive will to be to decide who should go. It's clear in the constitution. And if you're a member of the party, you should understand what the constitution says. Also, you should satisfy the constituency, the regional, and the national executive. Say, I'll say, we're responsible. It's clear. 1996, there is some alliance with CPP. Na party na candidates. You can say, well, support ya manko. You need to mean. Because at that time, right or wrong, our strategy was that we should have some alliance. Until you find great alliance. Until baby, I the Pakwa, Yaman trans and Yama, a CPP in Koha, the best people say in the party, Yamamta. It was a strategy, a decision by the party, and the party has the right to take that decision. I didn't just say we are not democratic.
Party need decision, no. More take here. I don't know near more taking into consideration in taking such a decision because so the why ye party executive send a walking why ye general secretary penning for a bar to so wouldn't ni betumi asi akire mabako semu no wo hwe ne ekoso afi after mo primaries no nipa be 28 o mayu omuti ye beko as independent ye beko independent ni nyina no mumu de na do so to the extent say a sitting member of parliament could decide say meko as an independent meko on the independent enye wanwa.
Oh no.
Obi a wono te so se mmrahye badwani o. A wo mo party no mu. O se o there be mean standing on the ticket of MPP bio. Meko as an independent candidate also Manson ya.
Well, as a big party like New Patriotic Party, you're Dawson. I mean, you are winning 169 seats. You shall even win more. You get over 180.
No,
we are getting more than 120. Take it from me.
Hey, honorable,
New Patriotic Party is still getting more than 180 seats in 2020.
Etumia mama mpani kura gina simpie so aka say me ni independent candidate bi anya adwuma. Boro so ofre bi kura omumfi no.
Oh, I don't think so. You're talking about only one situation. And say nipa no nyese bia omfi no. Say Jantua obi de asem komo obi na ofere wo fase bi ofere wo wodem say onya be hu anim pa de a otimi nka da bi what you say enti wa odoje na wa ama what you say one show but the reason man no be say bia on person say no wodem say onya de ne bebu onim say kinaka say hey message ya ontimi enti ano so ho enti you talk of only one example but I'm saying say no matter what happens Enye bebre said they will come. A lot of oh no, I don't think so. Because honorable, I don't think. Why would you say enye bebre behamo? Oh, you always say all party members will submit themselves to party discipline. Never so better so co-independent. That is our wish, and there's no two ways about that. Sani ke ya pese obi anyesa. But I'm saying say where obi be ya just obey yes no. The party no e wonyina so kese. And make an we wish say. And I can now say, Obi Amaye Adwuma party no da. My agency them. I will appeal to all Nipana said there be say party no na som no who believe in the principles of the party, who believe say pass say basi ye buga na man na magana akon anima. New Patriotic Party their principles, development in freedom. The end ananum eji tu mu da no. And then they approve and it is clear. Our party believe no. And I'm winning the ideological battle of the century. We have always believed, say, we can develop this country through individual enterprise, through market economy, through democratic means. Yet we have always believed that. Our other people, they have never believed that. They have not. Want to mention, they came to the cool tradition, say, socialism, Marxism, they have never believed that. But our forefathers, over 50 years ago, believed in that. Ya buy so ya chere president Kufo buy obedi o man so wo hwe nem o de buy wo hwe social intervention program so de buy na bi ni ho and o de buy and you could see amamu papa na Kufo the president buy 3.5 years equal 4 years hwe asese wata ho be 8 years into that time that confusion end this for no if you say who say that go ban panyin dada ma na ko fo me say o ma di 8 years I the say because hwe nem bebre ya no o say you di 8 years. Well, and so it's clear, said the best party for this country to move this country forward. And that's what I am getting a bit more refreshed. Medium and penyechi a year the country. But who say no, gather for baby no quite in your party of mojo. Or my car for ball for the non and MPP subcard or muka. They are just also on my development focus. Some mama Ghana young koyanim, yamwa, neyaman and 4 years. Don't fight your power, you don't find trust. That is the maybe I have to borrow a chairman be word. I am movement. I say movement. No, and I'm not sure. But I am movement. Osha, everywhere. And I've been in this game for a long time. Everywhere you go, every part of the country. Yes. What do you say? No. 4 more for Nana. Campaign ya munemu no ko ye ne amuko hu ye no a movement wa Eastern region na no na do ba hoyi no ne ehu ye ne say movement no ache is electrifying everywhere. If you say media me hwe tawantawa no a me da so gina yi parliament ho no mo ani free ho no mo. If you say wonim se ne me so me hu nu ye say enei wo constituency yemfa kwa anya example. Yes. Say wo ko NDC candidate ko na mo constituencies ni bi wo honom kra ye wo NDC nipa oko as an independent candidate and ye wo mosomo de wo honom with 16,000 and over na wunya ya wo de ba house say MPP ni bi pie wo so oni wo ba begina na ono so ho wodo a wo gidi sade na betumi asi. I'm repeating say it's our wish say obia wo vote no so bete o believe in MPP. No name say, and then so we can say without any fear of contradiction, say the best party of Ghana could name a New Patriotic Party under the good leadership of Nana Kweku Botwe. And we always say and go be and co independent. Nake yenina ayabako. And the mejitumsa. But I can also at the same time assure you, say your very good internal mechanism and penny for for you use all sorts of means to talk to people. Obian why that is all independent in penny for your emergency on the Becassa. Ye a hunter say, oh, no, yes, sir. That's what I can assure you. Yes, sir. I don't have the liberty to mention names of impenifua. I told you pay your call outside your party. Eddie John Truck or Manco for so when you're smashing Casa. Yes, sir. But you will agree with that there's a limit. Say yes, near Cadebecca, near 2 Fuvier, Eddie John Truck by beer, that's a still also Becodia. Then the full weight of the party will have to marshal. Oh, we have people who have gone independent, but it didn't have effect in their constituencies. One mention. One, we waste Obianya, sir. 2, Omama is saying, I mean, important pass and penny for me do acco every region to region constituencies, there is uncle for Akasa, ABC ne, Ebindum Kusukasa. It's a hand and say, oh, yes, sir. I want it to be clear. But Obaja to me say, ye win in every kusi fiada. That's a still Nipanaso Obekwa. We will take him. That's why our constitution is very clear. The moment Obe decided to say Obe compete against him, that very moment you forfeit your membership. And then this discipline matter. You have discipline committee. No. You forfeit your membership. You become, if you allow me,
and quote
unquote, to say an opponent.
But when you be more there, a be more so no more qua make us say, Mokwa, Moama, you mwedi, you mwedi, oh, will be called, sir, and ne, come rasha bedroom. Akaka crab no a dim rache bedroom chiam in the and young one. Shaba munina ba ye je womo, jo wise ya geno, and Tinipan should be one so more pen numbers no, it ye do one mobeje.
A mere constitution, no, yes, sounds MPP there be a Yashay and Emma near Berdoko, or a partner ye fears here, now ye new positions be day in day out, ye so practical and realistic, sir. Ye shed your customer, they are adapted to the situation. As 1996, maybe you are party quarters. I worked as director of operations and research. Now you need position called national organizer. We didn't have it. We had it for the first time in 1998. Your approved constitution. I want to courage Kashiga, Major Kashiga by winning. That is the first time. Now you need deputies. Actually, not deputies. You need Nasara wing. Actually. Nasaraba was important to be brave near any elections and way to say ya appointee be brave day in day out near the first now forfeit to membership is that you can just come back. Say you treat your side in you cannot just lose your membership and just come back. No, you can't do that. New constitution are tightens animal. It would be use those examples, no, and yes, sir. And we are going to win 180 more than 186. It men who say you win more than 186 in we are. Now you have power yourself and one be become. No, nobody should deceive himself. In any case, it could be anywhere somehow. I didn't watch and the foundation and your own discipline. Let us be very clear on that. Whether whether a multimedia FM station or anywhere. But yet to me say discipline is very important. And I can assure you say the makachi meeting beam a futuo, Jantua, Casachre, you'll be treated as an opponent and will run the election.
The pastor can say could be anywhere a best survival without say discipline in him.
Exactly.
And from all time and now ye general secretary, ABC and ne. Discipline and ye juma wo party no and ye juma wo
go so nipa na dawson the handling it and also ekoso discipline koso juma there will be challenges
and discipline ye juma wo party no se ne kan ne
yes discipline ye juma wo yes discipline ye juma wo but challenges no besesa o say me general secretary na phone ko am say e wa hona na phone started by na mobile kakara kabino satan na phone started by say de na ye wo ha ubesuma obi be fa ha be say asesa it will can no be so ayo text message na why WhatsApp be social media na be ni ho it akwa na afa so run party at that time utimi ye niam no because kasa ba ko a say we let maya obi a e ba pa na obi a ho popo say we are na eda social media na the baby the control and the management of the party at that time was certainly be different now.
nipa no so adolso nema na influence human behavior na bebre. Yes, you may have challenges now, but I can assure you, say a party which has grown, a party, yes, you lose 2008. Beshe, when we started this party, you worked 1992 elections, 96, 61. NDC had 133 seats in parliament. O double ye sita, na a new NDC there. This is the discipline and the spirit and the conviction that we have in the Patriotic Party. People didn't give us a chance. I was the general secretary. We won in 2000. From 61 seats as against NDC 133. You winning power. Take this one. Should they call so last elections? The day and yum tundra kesiya bi na nam close say me who be afa bi. E boduma uti mu say kim hey. No mo obi anyi ni say be win. Hwe when ye you move by 169 and this was 106. So that is what NPP is. We thrive on discipline, conviction, and ye call around a campaign president message. Amatia we are say look. Me ba mo nchen e besrebo. Emra me besrebo. Sameno. Na my foreign minister da. Na my attorney general. Be na 2 million kutame. Me kanema me ba meye e da ba koma so opepa me wo se meye. Combine with abambonia na President Mahama any NDC aban able. Wo hwe ni nyina achi a me ba Ghana from to abama me. And he is bold enough to say, in all humility, Ghana from shedding sanu adwuma waye. Na omun hu se ese makwan no to aso. It was shedding in an where we are now. Now, baby, 169. That's why I make bold and say, you're not just saying, we're not taking things for granted. We are working at it. Answer yakwa, you know, penny ban and yeah, and run at Junkwa was not copying more Bogatanga. I need wa battling si wakoha, and so and we know some bit of Bogatanga. A Juma India, President, Vice President Dr. Baumianso and Namha, First Lady Namha, Second Lady Namha, Party paying for Namha. We are not taking things for granted. Let nobody think say you take things easy. No. We are working at it because you know, I know I'm say based on prayer. Also, when you probably do it. And we share and then my can I just before I did buy a dream present for some we also last sometimes not Dr. Bemia challenging this for say come with one social intervention program. One. We always come with new things, big ideas, a move continue for, and that's what Ghanaians are seeing now. They are not seeing this election as party. They are seeing this election as progress. Hey, you move forward. They are about Ghana calling Aduna or Penidia ba. Eba fufro free senior high school yes won timi nye say no aye school feeding if ya say da ye shemu ma e dem be brain na e cost no one this is one factory hwe e kunfi hwe potato ye dua ne de tim de ye Ghana da be na bi esi
enti sa nniema ya obobo sui no 2016 campaign na wudi akire say ya by 2016 bosumi ya ne ye womwe bosumi ya sabri October bosumi no wotun frama na ebo wo mayimo woti asem ana Ghana fo ka se wode ahokeka na nipa wom mo amofamu ansem anipa ka etoto enei sabri ye womu a wo ka se mo ko ye mate nsem bi no sa ahokeka ni ginamu ya wugidi sasa na ye to aba wo mayimo a emma munya ye 2016 no ebe ko ni sa sabri
me aba sa pepe da be ka cho. That's what I'm saying say the air bro.
Evizania wo kan no wo bobɔ niam bi so ye ba ye school feeding program e ka se ye be ye twumi ahyemu kena from time e sha se one district one factory ba ku free senior high school
exactly
eso se wutia wofo ni nipa bi asem omo kan free senior high school no o ma ye na emomanimu empenso a na wo se duro niema bi keka ho e wo se nka o matwumi ye afiri mu e bi te se ne track ya abai se shift system wo se track nu a ewomuo no enkwada no se wo hwe se ne omusiko school na hwe ya se ne wo so o madwen mu bi emmoa won
mini aba se adwuma ye die propaganda wo propaganda a womb.
Propaganda.
Oh yes, because now we propaganda ni film no be sense as ma kan nyina so pa ne san wo hu nyina so.
Enya no cresa shift system wo
I don't know de.
Enkwada bi nye gold bi nye green.
Sa intina sabi mame nye frank. Intina ayeden.
Ebuan kwada no wo ma disua mu.
Number of hours, teaching hours and obi atima ba out abeka say wo hwe Ghana adechie nyina contact hours no esanka ye 5 hours na enam we ntina aye 4 obi atima kasa it is omeka dia mama ye kwa ye repeat as in central for because omeka can any basis. You see, then they have to come out and say no kore say nipa bebre na omuwie JHS na omuntimi common senior high school say omukọ no kore na say nya no kore. That question has to be answered. Ask them. Obi obekasa bisan say wo fie wo krom wo school no kore say na nkwada wie school a nkwada be about 300,000 or so na omuntimi mko from JHS to SHS. Is it true or not? They should answer that question.
Enti ye hwe dodo no ebekọ no quality no ka ho.
I agree, but first question, no, let people who tell you what you just said, no, answer that question.
Omo obi eni wa menyi ni say obi a dispute say nkwada de
so omo jitu say na nkwada
be quality no
beba omo jitu say na nkwada be bi tifia na omo wie je so omo ntu common omo jitu mu sa we so omo jitu so when I tell omo what kind de omo kan na metam je say I be so omo say no kure pa sa say JHS, and if me do be call what here, who know my JHS by? And this is for Asifu and the buy. You know what they told us? That they are changing this thing to JHS because at that time it will be JHS. No one is Sanu Juma or by a carpenter or by a mason. Time in JHS, one of JHS or a carpenter and away mason. Why? We were told this lie in this country. I almost see pavilions. Why are the pavilions? Because they say we have short memory in here. They introduced JHS. Say, and no, Alabama will be a real Benyan and Sanu Juma. So we should embrace JHS concept. These are the same people who did that. And then we looked at Ghanaians. Yashayanim. Now, Obinwe JHS. No, this is 14, 15. Yes, sir. Now, do you know what it means for a country to put 14, 50 year peoples? You better go about 300,000 of them are among common. When the cost to the country, what it means. Titenana ye school no. Obi school no I be 18. Baby people teacher. Baby young people teachers share there. Obi to we school was to make why you so say SUA JB Olevant. I have to say because no among common. Now we're throwing 14, 15-year-old children into the streets. And that's one another don't go for the Nameson. I say no. You ain't been developing a nation, sir. Say if you become now about 300,000 kwadao. Sabe what the 18 years, 19, 20 penany unam kruma. Well, at least what about what you may break a be to me and bedada. Now it was almost criminal to throw 15-year-old, 14-year-old boys and girls into the street. And so for us to bring them to school. And then Odom school because that decision had to be taken. We have to do it. Then Adremo deep Adremo say, first say Bukulon. Before my generation, it was a bookshop to sit me mumano. We have Bukulon. And Adremo moved off and I said, no, let's have this track system. And the track system has not reduced the quality. Obi was at the back school. Nanam say track system, the bano fees a contact hours on ya, and now or share or buffet or share, and additional for all community. Yeah, let's not generalize. Let's pinpoint anybody to come and say that. No, yeah, the resource, no, Quadano resource, no, bebano. Yeah, no, so ye to me the buebi. Or more children, and you or more de na intim children, and no crowd the resource, no, my teen to me in Casa much and as tea trade drew on a more. We were secondary school in 1976. You tried the whole resource with Masim. I'm telling you, me. Abusia Benny is usually so any Adom 106.3 because you say exams leaky 1976, and I'm sure it had happened before then. It happened me. I'm telling you what I say. When you almost went to me and Chiro, adding. Then I said, class baby, Nah, so first then na 6 best results.
It's a free senior high school no first batch ni.
Me say na ebinya results. Ebinya 99999. Over 11 so 11 if be free fare for France. Ebinya na F4. Nto so we free fare for France near the Rome. So what are people saying? That people couldn't write exam, but people wrote. People will pass this year. They be able to call omenim. One mission. So you can't use in any case. What are you comparing? Say, I think your master uncle for the 10 fee at the age of 15. Yes, sir. 300,000 years. Someone with 10 fee. And I'm saying, say, it was the best decision that was ever taken. Say, one social intervention programmer, ama country way acronym. What other countries? I'm calling Korea. Mention them near Singapore, near Korea. What mean you because I had this year. Yet they couldn't have the mind. The teacher be an say free senior high school. She said, "I'm so past free senior high school." Look at the examples, tips. Never I'm a gonna for whom examples of my. I'm saying Kokenya, and you can go. Are there free beer and yet say and never so Mr. True free senior high school. I feel a man from there. You can buy confused. But thank God we have a focus. We be a president or a focus or up a home now. Or move the country forward. That's what I'm saying. Say this election is a movement. It's not longer a better party. You say party. I say four more to do more, and it's everywhere you go throughout the whole country. Now, I quite competition between the regions. How many seats? When we deliver 100%, when we deliver 70%, I'm telling you, it's going to be a massive because people are responding to good policies of the MPP government. And that's what governance is all about. Governance, policy, pursue policies and programs that will lead to upgrading the quality of life of the people. For and she said super bar. So the year Juma, Ebema Nipa input to Abenipa Brabum. And that's exactly what MPP government and yet the common sense decisions ni bi wo hono mo a when no all casafa banking sector decision a government ni take yes banks no and nyina yie eti no e wo se ye keka bi bomu na bi so kura ye gu no se da bi hono common sense anya adwuma exactly
mu decision bi
common sense and share banking system so yie the ewie ni the ewie so when they can fa common sense and hwe so yie na even o man kofo fancy bailout omutimi sign omutimi di kan e di bi cheche as they say what your mom say we are prepared to refund 28 million can you imagine so bit because say sika muslim di me 28 million na so dem na e wo hefa so we yes anima basa na wan hwe ma Bank of Ghana anye control say some ye no common sense na apply wo ho a the really the way ma bank ni guye na nemu common sense papa mo na say discipline ene aba bank num as they say Ghana banking system no agina yi because enwurewura na ewo mu na common sense anya adwuma ntia e ma ne ba asade enu mo no say ya hwa me ayi ne yi is rather the other way around. Oh yes, is the other way around, but now it is clear isika no e ba so anaka covid say sanka ya no person ke bit ba stand no you couldn't. When you have a major shock and yet you stand, it's because you have a strong foundation. Because your principles were strong and it is showing. Say, things are picking up because we had a strong foundation, we had a good management of the economy. I don't know where Ghana will have been. What do you mean your banking system poto tantan say we see no na go expect say anke ba yaman trust na Ghana for to abani eden. Ghanaians gave the verdict. They gave the verdict. And the memo be insulted the intelligence of Ghanaians. Almost share and no. I'm and papa. And to court not to beat my book papa. And that was a very resounding victory, over 1 million votes and then 169 seats. And this year is going to over 60% of the votes for the president. And then over 186. Yeah, that's say Ebusia Yani Onimunyan for Dan Kweku Botwe Mrashebedwani ma man for ya owo okre. Ni ministry no na fei na ye bemu ye kan ni ministry no a regional reorganization and development so for ye owo honomo ye behwe ministry no adwuma no asa. Say one come na Shebedwam na ministry ni yenwu no. If say man for say ana say ya tete mantem na wie nti ya wie. Na Facebook live o man for so adwenche de o mudi bebre aba na Bisma Badu say ohima
Trusty Dan Kweku Botwe say omunim ne omoye independent candidacy for na ye ko ni nyina no wo de hwese bebre beti asan Jabis makuni mamamfo mi ami ko mensa pilatu so ne de yode aba o se do me behwe ya biemu se ya general secretary former obia etie no na Livingston Asare o se mesrew ka kire me MP na enodina best studio no Livingston o se ka kire ne se obi anim ne Ghana as politicians o mka no kure no ka ho enti wonwe no wansua wo mu a editoro no ka kire ne ma me nim ne o pese o che o message mu ne poku ba so adieni o se bi why ma he performance aban we aputi ne up NDC aban yi na no kwasem ne se meka say I'm very impressive ne aban no eye ho modern mo na mpanimfo no bo wonto aso emaye kwadwo jamfio so adieni wo se ebi why no kwasem ne se sene Emrashebedwani na odena ba no kasa no he's in love with his party na ne sani osido ne party ni bisa na ma me say san wodo any ordinary Ghanaian na omo decisions omo take no omo de Ghana for kwa adwenwi mu say ni omo ye bi omo dwen Ghana for ho first na Cynthia Mia ose bi why ma me nkyerɛ mo anwumre na me kan kyerɛ mo say good job be na mo bo no nyankopɔn emmoa mo na mo nto aso emfa emaye mo mayente ne yekoso ewo manimu da ko Victoria say for more for nana emeto aso honorable yenhwɛ o ministry regional reorganization edin ba ye na kyerɛ Ghana yati ministries na ate amanfo de na no so ebe yeden na no so ebe yeden na afi yesi ebete mantam nsia no yate awie wo ministry no after no dia na wo ho bio
me never me that say o say ye ka anisha ade huna nipa eso de ba ban mu a ene pepepe le day di wo ministry o mampanyi na Dan Kweku Fat otie o mampanyi kwa pro and 2008 no person obey president 2012 no person obey president and then 2016 and I say all koran ni nyina no ade ba ko a na wotie fe ni manfo no no mo ka say omo hia new region omo hia say no mo hia say otie na o say adwuma ye e wo mienu ebi wa wotie wo platform no aka platform e ba me yesi ebi wa wotie tie nyina wi na for their show manifesto and the next apama wono amanfo ye no what they atudwa say achechere me ba me dey say
the people's manifesto
until that say be no friend no but here the kind of because it was out of the consultation to man you ka wo say obey to kwa page 67 of our manifesto in 2016 or can say you better western north they be say actually no okoro na odu utido for say nana na renya so okay dey ye dey you fear say pay region ye no. In fact, there are documents in OT 1954 almost any delegation to the Queen of England, some per region before independence.
And Sana Ghana,
yes. The documents are there. And I'm also kind. I'm almost at CIO Jubilee House. They said it. Oh, other places have say that you quite have freedom and Penicon Greater. 1973, two professors from Cambridge on the politics of Ahafo region. 1973, professors, a 400-page book they wrote about Ahafo. Well, now I do Bonibakase leadership to mediate service is to satisfy the deep aspirations of the people. They that woman for Akomasono, and that's all your mom. Now, Ebu also a deep seated. I'm telling you, Obi our party since 1954. Obi our party since 1970. Almost Obi our pay new region 30 years, so many years. Now, you call Ahafo. And I'm saying, if you have more or less matana na yawomo. Now, what see Nana Gosman here, and I can openly media for you now. Said the ono say why this is you shano na ne wofa e yo hene no mo kwa unse kwada na mababa kola na mukta afra no mujina na machi. And at that time they were talking in the early 70s, they were talking about a new Ahafo region. And para petition on the bar on my penino. Who should them say Tabrata jata pani the boy the biana says hey Tabrata with their boy petition you our more pen region. Victor Bukwe was say, Osha. A petition for the creation of a northern part of Britain. This is the 5th petition.
Yeah, near Tosunum.
You should read the one on which the same to Kakoma President Prime Minister Buzia. So when you have people are there so much sa, Amamono, a saying I about Jamaica no, a semi. At least maybe I can this one also give credit to NDC. Omuhuso Penya cancer, almost any young by yourself. Omupo Omaka between
Womun so moon or Moka yana momote. Eh? Na mote ya sa Moka Samoa mote ya no
many about queer.
Honorable.
Nipado not or Digan also 8 years. Did they receive this petition? Say because almost some more more repeat here. And man here now more myself in Bisa. Tio. Or don't know or demand so. Were demands from 2009. I don't want to be personal, but in the case of Omenpenida that day, the Kumu Frank Kassan, on that pair, then I check. In their petition, they have said it so many times. It I'm not kind of we were in power. You could have done it. The constitution allows you. Why? Now what power worker?
Senkomu we need 2016 no
I don't know when 2009 Omanye. I don't know when 2012 Omanye. Into Massam de Nikwa say boom. Many manka never one can camp ferry. What power? 8 years 1 year. Obia own your power da. Or some ba me ye. Was say men of a kind or tea. Ah, now what power ye? When you are in power, you do. You don't say it. And that's the difference between Daniel Kweku Botwe and former President Mahama. That's the difference. On what can or yeah or the paper that's the difference. It was my and one trust me near then former government be almost a petition where man touch I didn't hear. Because no BS will say, hey, dear we one share here at the Tawatawa Beba. One share at the Tokabeba, at the ethnic war beba, and they say because a emotional thing. And you buy a wish records of a year. Look, you call local government, you call other places, not maps of how they thought the Chichima essay. Baby, different scenarios, scenario 1, scenario 2, scenario 3. It had been planned, it had been put there. The people didn't have the courage. And that's why it's like executive courage that was shown by Nana Kweku Botwe to pursue it. And then it became necessary to say, but why I didn't focus? They are so consuming. But a lot of travel, a lot of consultation. And it be essay come. It's not been months, I say, and I'm going to say, Sabi, I will say the woman, and I made the chair, not the chair. Anybody the chair, President Nana Kweku Botwe. I say, Unya Ministra, I better focus on it. Because a lot of discussion, me can better say, men am here to be a maker to me. But if I tell you the consultation is a course, anyone say, what a fat baby say, to talk about regions are saying, just a pepper and if you send it to you.
Tinanka and the local government ministry, Nampen phone to me.
So many things are there to be done. And when you have a project like this, we are focused. Look, in Britain, Great Britain, who's some year Brexit program. You know that there was a minister for Brexit. Why didn't Foreign Affairs do it? It for Kasagana has said, especially that's the disease area of Ghana. People who don't understand things, they will have the patience and the pain to study and understand. No makasa. Great Britain, a senior minister was in charge of Brexit. Is Brexit not Foreign Affairs function? Why did they have to have a minister there in charge? Oh, this is a very delicate thing. And a couple of consultations and Najunantia, Napanantia, consultations or question. You can't have a minister in charge of so many things. Not some for wing count. You couldn't have done that. And the danger of it falling, danger in Tia, because it's so one shared in Tokabeba and in Pepembeba. That's why people didn't have the courage to touch it. So it was important. And I'm saying, you have satisfied the deepest aspirations of the people. Two main things came out of the petitions. One, that government will be closer to them. That was one. They thought me, improve to be caution 10 term among there will be accelerated development. It will deepen decentralization. And so many books have been written on it. Professor Begulo, first vice chancellor of University of Development Studies. He has written extensively of it. Regional demarcations, any other organization. And I'm the course, say, government getting closer to them, having deeper decentralization has been achieved. Say, regional administrative coordinating councils, regional director for education. Now you acquire on penny integrated in your bonus. Now you call me down so any KJG abba. That's a done and almost at BC. So that is why I show. And to be so a regional director, now goes to and he assumes say KJG4. And God knows for my table, and made and he drew. Not the same time, Minion was sanquary. Not also vice, no, you say. That is it. But now, we are regional director for education, or regional director for federal rules, or regional director for highways, or regional director for urban rules. So government's administration is getting closer to the people. There will be better supervision, better monitoring, and therefore there will be better delivery of service to the people. That is what Nipano every show. And then there will be all theory. So a question into theory. The Nipano and yet almost one Ghana from Twaba, almost see the every and Omaka and Yaya development, improvement. Say. Ye fears here. What share or my penny consulted by say because of that deepening, may even all the directories and only the regional capital. Ye man call other places. And to share after I say regional code council can see among ye sign I started with 4 key directories. I if you see almost see down almost see bungalows. I a cost Moncophone be our akoto mama the cost. But the people in the regions know how the development is going and how happy the people are.
But what to say areas needs to be or honor nipa ni be so complaining or more cars on better regions and a sunny walking and memo bebe nipa no and no more achieve no but development and put to Juman and Maya nano ti region one must say nananum be a honomo or more car say ye be whom put you I'll
be surprised to know where Omoka because Okwa Obehu say input to because the delivery service may be a quite fast. They say, oh, data for feeder rusa, Nasa or Dambaya, or Bounce or Cratchia, and they say a quangwa, or Concha one quanta, a quangwa bibri, or Bounchain, or Jessica, and Abiakoya, a quangwa bibri. So that is how it's going to deliver. Safini says animal. In fact, the regional coordinating council until now to a me or my penny or my penny, see a call around your call integrated regional House of Chiefs. Say all the 6 new regions, regional House of Chiefs. Now, by the Constitution, except 2 members of the regional House of Chiefs, can regional coordinating council. You can deepening and getting involved in governance. I am from Yenu, Ebekoho, I regional lands commission. I am for reps. Regional Police Committee, I am for reps. Regional Prisons Committee, I am for reps. National Development Planning Commission, I am for reps. Ombesa rep. In the region, like by the constitution, a member to the Council of State. The Abema are buying central government and the interaction of the people very deeper and closer. That is going to be achieved. But no, over to me say and follow just the following day. And you know, Fapimuna, SCA, Yadima, na real development, accelerated will be taking off. And then, ye fear.
It's in HSA, a fina, Ashas.
Oh, yes, Ashas. Someone would say. And yet, Nanado Abayana or Moyadia, and Kawuntimin take regency in Vienna the same year. Now, said massive developments are started a coso, sa, our more painful in industry. And for Mamu say, oh, say, what as a regional police commander in the other budget to me. When yet, I think that me back power may say, where there is in the budget of the Republic of Ghana, Parliament Adjatum 2020 budget. And now say media review, you can say because of COVID, yes, and review my priorities. And also, my penny can say there be regions, then there will be a finance anchor. And they say, yes, I be see regional police administration with bungalows. What Omunya Adia to me say, Obankra say, Oko Sunyan, Oko Masoko Bolga, who say, you are buying flats, baby, workers team. The same thing is going to happen in all the new regions. Oh, yes.
If you say, be so DNA, baby, do you want to buy it? Or must say, ye hire capital. Ensure kura ye ni bi secondary school ye ni bi ye ni regional hospitals. Sa niema no na se ni pa bi
say
omunya yo.
Oh, there be nyi say o mo person che say aka hotel regional na da na nsure. Oh, say obi an say obi a menyi ni say
kakra na
kakra na mo wo gidie woni da so say say ye cha anya afei na anka obi wo sunyan a ono ebehwe wa wo sankore de no wanya abuom asa na oba na obehwe wa wo kejiji de no wanya say de nipa no wote hafo ha enti oben enti wo kwan say wade sua wo problem police asema eben ho and then the basis for the accelerated development I don't know if you are saying because you say okwa yesi agrek ayi wo go so okwa kukum federal rules building ho oba Bichim Education Directorate or Udu Hidiem Health Directorate, the Sikama, Enche Biombe, Bangrus, the Wie, Oko Westendorf, Enche, Fida Road Building, Cassia Fefe, Bosso, Bangrus in Pedana, Yakoya, Penikoye, or Matatoka, Talim Room, Oba Jaboso, Agrek Dying, Yesia, Yaboso, Bodi, Enche Biombe Bosso, developed a Cosa. And so it's now closer to them. Within first year, our team ministry, the delicate process, you yakwana sumdia banit na tuaba na omayano. Ya as they say the yashani ma when says the icing of the cake. Yamma inauguration of regional house of chiefs. Sa hifono o sampa ya dia ho the regional house of chiefs yendi yanye regional house of chiefs. Affecting even other 4 regions. Amamokran so no asan yomoso regional house yakoshimuma. So that is the process. We have pursued a program. Ade ada woman for akuma swache. And I tell you, the basis of Ranko, the basis of Basa anema ewo ama bebre so ye because anankofo we deep enema hyemumu a eyo mo ya o mapa o sanka enema basa ba o ma bebre no. Why people have deep seated grievances now unsha e de basa ba until you may not know the total value of what we have done to President Kufuor Addo ye ade asen pass. I'm telling you so be a part there since 1954 before I was born. Before Ghana again, na afedie na Hon Daniel Kweku Botwe policy or the buy into no. Or me a focus one. Within the first term, the Bosha Okaso be no. Why yeah? That is so important.
Ministry na so die ne say monhwema regions nemra monhwe se ni empuntuo wo regions
foundation for impuntuo no. That's why I say reorganization and development. It's a FAPIM na e ma be brain hisa ya chese be ma impuntuo tentem as development no. Ya yes FAPIM na efiase a efifi. As what will happen after 2020 is a different matter. And your manpenya but for now the botai no there under his direction will achieve, and that is a very, very important promise fulfilled, totally delivered.
And only the next question and can be say, Entino, ye bisa when you may say, a Juma ye de share one sa, say, Dan Kweku Botwe, Shema, a Juma we in Kosono, where you were Juma. But you say why you were Jumanu to your own satisfaction. Say a Juma de share means no my year.
The best thing is for people out there to know. Say, Omenpenny share bono. Fortunately, 1969 Constitution na achere say see it regions mo na see it region boom. 1979 Constitution has said the same thing. Say you can create new regions, you can also merge regions. 1992 Constitution, chapter 5 of the Constitution, had also shown that A, B, C, D, now you need to listen to the people. As a commission of inquiry, in this case, very eminent Justice Broby, commission or yeah, no more core pro region, you will take in now, the unconfessor of Makasa, Adene Domo Kumaswa, non personal pepe. And council under his direction. Very delicate process. Very, very delicate process. Fashion tour, men fashion tour, what the tour be say. I did better crama, then I so you. I said there's some more tour banso. Now we a certain percentage. You know, was in the constitution. Turn out, say, as soon as this number, I said, wait a minute, region. Pepe, yeah, I'm a tour. I should be about.
Me per point to be, I will make ye say, and Ranama who can say. Yetumi ka mantem ni bi bom yetumi atiti bi so mantem nsia yatie no ne emra ni nyina so wo mremu no ejina yie se enru de bi ma ye mete se da bi region we kura no esana nka nwasi ye ni se eti ye besan de nsakire bi abem se da achim bi mu ni wono mo a the legal status was nhye amaye mu no pempenso be na aduro.
Legal status they are grounded in law. And I make an 69 constitution, 79 constitution. Ni nyina kire say sebe yempan for no framework constitution madwen no ejina bibi so. Because sade o 69 mo say yetimi yesay. Ade e repeat on 79. Na ade a ya sa repeat on 1992 no kire say ade a omomwo constitution for adwene ye no omam so ade a sa na ese ye no and ni nyina to all this time aka nyina no e wom say se wo pese wo che regency mu a ekwan ye se ofaso ni so wo pese wo kan regency bomu nso a ekwan ye se
ofaso
ni nyina pepe penti ni nyina ye based in law. So if in the next 20-50 years say edaso wo constitution nim 1992 constitution ye use na it become the thinking of Ghana for bibiri say oh ye fi say ye meji we a eno so no ekwan abefa so abaye no enso e wo constitution your same chapter 5 e kan nyina it fortunately for us well grounded in the constitution yes nemo na aka akukuduru a
ye de be no
ene na Dan Kweku Botwe wa kire sa akukuduru no ene ekwampa ene akomapa ene opepa what me execute such a delicate tenor ama for akoma atomuyam na wale strong foundation for the accelerated development.
Nananum letters or modiba yesani awoka we mudi omunkrata ba na chese efrim resanti ebi kura de 70s ne ne keka ho na nsensem a ye ti free from mantemu yese ekuo bi a wonumu pese bote wo ho free Ghana ho eduru sa wo ye wadwuma no osaka nkrata bi efri sa ekuo no so ho no mo.
It's very interesting. Some conform more watch. In fact, was a Dr. Fiajo Constitutional Review Committee. No, almost and some ABP. Oh, they have been citing the Tanzania, Zanzibar, Tanganyika, and Zimbabwe. 80 or more to be Kasa. Mekai say Justice Bobby Commission, no, a call rounds on Omudru who. Even though na esoro na omle petition aba no ye can say regional capital bia na bia na obi every baby no to so match no madwene the your regional capital bia and commission no regional capital bia at the whole technical university. I can show you pictures on my phone and about TV so we are western together not the placards by ho. Oh yes, bad doctor be that man mokasa ne omokasa mo penny region no also by page on placards. We are western together. Don't divide our country for us. No, they were there. Their placards that was shown. It's as if say omo yankofo a omo yen omo de no mo fi say there be omo say how your country why are you divided it is that country
na mo ada na mo amfi won
when sa commission when was some commission be no be ada na o ka so pe regional say eto aba na anya 100% nipa de o say nipa nyame abode dos nti ebi nso so ha no mo mpere nti omo ka omo a no mo mpere no so but they all had the opportunity to express it in their vote. It is said dodo amamudie yet be ka say do be ape onye there be democracy enye ne sa. I was said dodo no pen and ye and over 90% of the people no some pen and nearby. Yes, they had the opportunity to express themselves. Nobody suppressed them. They came with placards. All my pen and for placards all my pen mom placards by and will be a deal massam or makasai or massam. But who we are what can't they do no pen boom. No my so it was there. I mean, what's and some of Makano or Makanda or Musa. But one question that we kept asking them, I'm say there's a document which says that after 50 years or 61 years of independence, I was say Omunya Western together. After now, Omutimi produce a document. Any baby we are some.
And see Omudis and Yaman Ba on Mubisa.
Oh yes, so castle on the beba. But after now, we'll be in whose
it is an community provide yanka mube ye bibia fam.
Oh, and ye sending Embrano Ghana. I was a constitution so chere. Territory chapter 5. It talks about the territory of Ghana. Now every constitution be a sad topic in the world. I mean sad chapter no. It say Ghana yes we need. Now when you friend Ghana, a beam free constitution is sinipi. Inti no say bibia yemra. Bibia yemra. The constitution is yelesa. Won't mean fa a craft of frozen castle be ye be free. The constitution that say and on Ghana. because your constitution at Ghana anyway, the territory that existed at this time, and then Ghana will be in who can say will be from chapter 5 of the constitution actually be territories of Ghana of Ghana. So for me, that is what it is. Be emra say we are just say there will be a PBA on your day. As I there will be anarchy. It would make us say media. What that also that I say that me pay. Send me fee say near my kind wise are David.
But who can send me to say Obia asema shenebo yehwa amanyanta wanta waba obebrea asem hihye nipa bibo omunya kwan nka oyanyam mabon eti we mu hwe asem ehye wobo ya sese na no hwe ne esi wo framantem ebre nso ye se enka ne mumra mfom asem mumra yentie mu asem di asem na moka se ye hu bibi ne be yi a ye be ye bibi afa ho sen na no ne ye hu no framantem
medical culture say omo ba ho which is obi an suppress you. Medical culture say Oma a petition by some penny. Omo fa placards about. Oma so mum pen. Omo buy and on the president of view. To be answer almost.
Some send you omo de buy ye nkosi again and yeti but looking at near sabri air cosono and was say ye case o omo de buy ye. But you
are not suggesting say bibia ye bibi ewo Adom FM ha say na say moko meeting na mo ye nipa du meeting na say enwofwe kase yenko benkum na mienu kase yenka ne fa say yiti mienu no de no na eja ngwotwe ne de no menyi de sesa na opese o kire da bi entesa obi anhye wo say dwene fofo dwene ade bia fofo yete aye di nkumo ye anadwi obi dwene nsa bokoboko no ana nyame abode pa anadwi ye kase abose obi dwene sa anadwi obakoboko no ne de opese o ye no but enam say etia emrantino emranso ne nibiti but sa ordwene sa na opese o ye sa na untimi stop no and right say utimi dwene kwan opese o dwene but the right is subject to law and your own nation state your own mind no say ye de mra and the bu mind when the mention he to obi anka the kasa enche and na so opese wo kan wasem so say making say 69 79 92 constitution e kire e kwa fa so Oma no so mo per region no oma nka say per region nti ye tutu ana ye sikwan ya fe e kire say e say o twe petition ana so man panyina abeka say o start process no ana be twe petition o twe petition e say commission of inquiry e transfer no mo call round no mo gi enum ponu kra wi wi a turn out nipa dodo e say babonten e be to aba ansa na wanya ni nyina was stated in the constitution eti e yemra ye be hye embrase esi nyina yidi mras na do mo yende eni nyina so bia for me you know and it's clear as I have nyina akasa they are not speaking for anybody. For me it's just a criminal activity and I think they should be treated as such. It's a purely criminal activity and should be treated as such. That's all. And yeah, they say fan say obi so obi anka, they are not speaking for on behalf of anybody. Now say your work what your mind what your man we are was I see prison because him say they are am a moyefo na ese mraso ni omudi no sa pepe de nti so be ye no so be ye o ma moyefo a ese o man no ni deal with them straightly and I believe say sa pepe na ban ebe
sa pepe na ban.
Oh yes
ebi say ebi so call ne senka ye ni wonsi adwa ye ntie wano asem.
It's a business useless call.
Minim say parliament obi ti say onimunyamfo Kosikedem former member of parliament onu say ne dia o ka say say o maka nka mufi wo kora nka bibiesi
aka nche baka so ye group of armed robbers ye dey say if you say a robber nto money ehia ni nkomo. No, we cannot go on like that. It's not done anywhere. Debbie.
Yeah, and saying
Debbie. There's no basis for that. How does the title of Ghana for you to start thinking some person me take anywhere and no kwano a treason. I mean you should not be that to say I here for nananum ene ome ho nyina obi anka sa and I ka say wo ko history ka do hwe ba bia ye to aba no ene ba bia nam na ba bia omodwene nam no kompo no ensa nya sa na omodwene nti mo nya nkrofo a esemia they should be treated like criminals and should be dealt with strictly. And I think it is clear now aban delegation kusia ahemfo voter in the House of Chiefs one mudi nkomo and it's clear nobody thinks say yes so much they should be dealt with
ba ahemfo no so bi gidie ni say kasa bi e free empanimphobia no eni obu e wose ye de ma wo honom no ye mfa ma won eno so ka
ye mfa ma henefo because enye a tribal agenda. The history no ho what say transvoter Togolanda a shene free asia kosi bokosoro ho the have answer na yeka no. So we should be very clear. History that whole new obi antimi nka ensesa no transvoter Togolanda ye the book back abechiro baby ye to aba no it was a referendum baby obi enya ye bia when ye ka bom ye ka say we ma ye say sa pepe that plebiscite in 56 no sa bibia adwuma ye and I'm making kind of who say apparently all alone mean himself first plebiscite France referendum can be my and was 1956. Apparently in May 1949 now you did a plebiscite back. That's why the people from Kratchi so that transvoter to they are British territories near northern section of British territory and your southern section. No person move free northern section ever southern section because move say I see no more in real. There was a referendum, a plebiscite in May 1949. And they only tell me, almost some trouble. And almost 2 years, do you know. And I brought from that time, because the man went in the end, move through northern section of British Togoland to come to the southern section. And there are maps of Ghana. Oko surveyor, it will tell you all these things. And even as far back as 1949, there was a plebiscite. It made the people for Kratchi area move from the northern section of British Togoland to the southern section. A democracy. And that has never been the case.
Yeah, that's it. Where dear your dear by Francis and Numbu chain or say everyone and honorable Adenaba studio honum. A man with wisdom. Kachen say nyame M1 non twaso adwuma oyemu. Kizito prosper opokuso edie. Ose no kwasem enchemu a yehia na enwumre yenya no kache Honorable Dan Kweku Botwe se omo campaign no omo nyina omo ntinsim na omo nye emma yenhu ne ekoso na nanado na nisuade hunu no omo nka emma Ghana for entumi ente na eniema entumi nkoso nso ne de ya wode ebaaye eno no dompan no ede ne de efi malam ene baaye ose ebi wan onmonyamfo Dan Kweku Botwe aka asem no bosha MPP aban ne hyeye no betumi aka se emudodo no a aban no aye na se nyame tachire a eniema ebekoye abatro brenum kwasi we no said we free agona odoben ena eba ose ebi wan Honorable Dan Kweku Botwe ministry na ye documentary bi fa omadwuma ministry na ye ho me hwe ye na me hu say ministry no ye adwuma because na me ka say yes wo montete ministry no omu wi a che so omu awi omu adwuma ba documentary no maye no ama mehu adwuma omu ye ne ho ka che ne say nyankopon enhira no ana owura jima ene obapa Mercy jima ene mo ba Janet Afriye abebrese adwumre ya te say dem dendende amutie ye mamo akwaba enso honorable yehwe madodo a MPP amanyoko no enyaye yesa mesiwa amanyoko no bio ya 2016 modern ye ani nei sane anwumre wakana me ye fa mu niema amahu ye fa mu niema amahu sa one touch no wa munyaye ene madodo a munyaye a ene mu ditumu se chese ye ebi sida se yetimi twaba a sitting government na ye betu no with that huge gap ye ba ye no afi we say promises as ye deliver no ubetumi anya ne munya no 2016 no
in all humility make to say yes tell na make no osabutia omampanyi bebe ko bi repeat sa sena nanom o sene mamfo o catch them bebe ifi baaye de na rua na ye play first no ye minister say obey omampanyi de waye yenyi ntum say na Ghana for any nye ekwan a former president Mahama oni ndisi no mubuma no
oman ya bakosemu no ye to abama aban bi ma ne betena so after the first 4 years no ne yesa to biewa e madodo a wonya no wotumi nya the same thing na say kwosora na esote
ni nyina statistics wo share figures tena de bia na tas metimu din na ma friend kofo bi express ma friend no mo kasa metidin okay figures now compare there so you don't even have to be a politician say figures yet a bit about South Korea figures yeah discuss it a bit about Ireland figures yeah discuss it fine the figures they say statistics we don't discuss it but you can't living situation. Nipano. Be quiet, say, me feeding, I tell you, be quiet. Mental days, this one, I'm a tension, I'm a shank of food, I'm a tea, I'm a study. What said ye? Yenuya a man. Or magic campaign agent pa. Today you do command National Union Organizer Kate as a share. Say ye man. Yena ye yin to ma aton ede etria ye ma school fees bebe no. So they can feel what who are president than that Kweku Botwe free senior school no I am on. Because sister me well maybe I shouldn't say it. Me chantro. I'm telling you say it's a movement. Nipa ade na Adom Kweku Botwe wayen. Eti de akoswe enya satete na 4 years bia na say I'm telling you say the ye 2016 na ye based on the ye ba ye be ye so yeah even within the party people were saying say oh free high school a bit me anka yen train na anka yen implementing in our second or third year. I'm telling you pass aban benya kokodro na free senior high school in its first year ye be ye ama in the first term of the government students say to free senior school throughout normal passing. I mean who could have thought it by his idea?
Oma pass it as saying
Oma pass it out. So maybe and I'm
first batch.
Yeah, first batch. But it happened mean that a new policy being mada have been implemented. Nipetime school first term of a new government. Over to bad economy and yet with sound management. What me yes idea no I'm yet me such a program free seniors and it's a major fundamental idea policy abwa Ghana man.
From near work and I say a month for about to no better no in so a free senior high school.
Bako make a promise of me say ye can be a minister there. The nipa cash on beye. Bebre a draw who political maps at all or mentimanje. Abanwe abeka aba oma abamuda oma panyin Adom Kweku Botwe oma abamuda oba abaye. Don't forget say President Mahama you sworn in as president 2 times so he have been sworn in as president 2 times. Well, he have been sworn in as president 2 times. Nana Akufo-Addo ni sworn in as president. First time I spent as president, Ada Nana Kumasu for so many years, over 50 years. Wabaye. Suddenly I didn't who delicate. I got to me try me be a first time, maybe I said no. Yabaye, why am I ye? And the evidence is clear, it's there. Yakora na kwenu gitini na ye wini na. And no nanche, share and maybe to say digitalization of the economy. The vice president did more ye. Yenya ya ka abroach system. Ya ka abroach ye ka na osaka or ya partner addressing in aba. Why ya send him the na fa nya adwuma na enkoso say hwe kaka digitalization say amagana economy. Hwe ya ka year of rules. What they tell the bebre e kasa. I'm telling you this year of rules akwan pa na Adom Kweku Botwe aban MPP eyi wo Ghana no se nyame boa na de daga na fakoma so nyame tie ba ye na wo say nya 4 years be ka ho a I don't know what will happen at the end of 2024 akwan pa ekoso wo Ghana every part of the country obi atenka say so begin to wonder say economy ba ko atiba deliver free senior school and kwada edidi free eco school free ye momentade ye ma weni nyina has been done. Economy where SR deliver a friend saying BC for kwatwa de school free yes amomo adwanidi. This same economy restore teachers training allowance. This same economy restore nurses training allowance. All this one and has been able to do all these things within 4 years. Within 4 years.
Let's say be on one say near walking ye betumi anya ye betumi akwa ebe ye onwanwa se emma ne sa abato ne ye tuwie na sa MPP mo anya ne walking ye ma munya 2016 na se mo ani nkuni ma ebe ye onwanwa
don't put the new class here, can I say?
Any quasi can say yin kunim. Bibia to me.
I got a phone. I have respected myself so many times.
Make MPP a man.
But I'm telling you, it's a great movement. It's not gone beyond MPP. Ghana for nyina na ya
the movement
yes
na
yes ya dey sabesi osoro nanim ya dey sabesi osoro nanim and the man here because that's the choice we have to make and so don't say committee team osoro nanim we the team first osoro nanim and man another Kweku Botwe na permit can so the team nanim because that's how the choice has to be made but akwa say Ghana for nyina per se ya koyanim Ghana nim kanko and just party semo Ghana moving forward continue to move forward. We yet mean stop the equation, and that will be expressed. That can be expressed. But well, I've never said we'll get 100%.
Okay,
I haven't said that. Population is doors. Obinya, it's at times obi who nipa crowder. Who are 5,000 people no mishaba kwa a doors pa. Who are 10,000 no mishaba be a doors. 1 million a doors pa. Yes, but certainly, respectfully, we are not saying we are getting 100%. But said Nana Kweku Botwe onya at least 60% of the votes there. I'm very confident of that.
60%.
Yes, and then NPP onya more than 186. We are working at it. Answer to Chiba greatest weapon in strategy. No, but I can tell you, say we are working seriously at it. What's our communica? Oh, say it's 5,000, 10,000 years.
This year campaign, no.
Why not? Yeah, I'm telling you, sir. Within 1 day, 2 days, you call Dambai, Echo Tamale, Echo, your friend is saying, Danilugu. Then one you may be do Damongo, and by 3 a.m. Wednesday, yours.
Yeah, that's it.
We are telling you, say, what should say the president? Fedania by you. And Martin Kwananka, Yabre, Adia changes, and they were called Bolga, were Zabilla, were called Talensi, and then Nemenuka say, or Fali, we are not, I don't know, do Bolga. And he is working hard. Dr. Bomiaso didn't gender another region, and the first lady, no Tema, second lady, so Beko Hase. Yes, a strong campaign machinery has been put down. Any dear Peperite campaign, I find the come with you. Yes, I said that. And we are doing that because Ghana has to move forward. There's been a good foundation for this country. It cannot be derailed. And Nyamenso Donemba, and he will make sure say, and the papa Nana Kweku Botwe NPP are being fierce, it will continue.
Yeah, that's it. Abuja Hon for Daniel Kweku Botwe any attending Kano Regional Reorganization and Development Minister you or Hon Mosaso Mrashebedwe ni mo man for ya or war okay. Campaign so no will be a cancer underground rapper or more was here a year no and wakano. Yet the best say